For my INT video, I wanted to play around with my options. I didn't want to do a video where I'm only discussing what interdisciplinary studies has meant to me and what it would do with my future life. I personally thought that was a bit too cliche, so my plan is to make a video that is aimed at my younger self, a version of me that was always very fragile, very self-conscious, and a person who battled a lot of issues with my mental health. So here's to my adolescent self. You are wanted, you are loved, just the way you are. Interdisciplinary studies means to me that there are many facets of life all woven together like all the pieces of fabric to make something like a homemade sweater. It means that there are many parts of ourselves that make us who we are. It means that we are not one-dimensional and flat, but we are three-dimensional, alive, and capable of so much more than we ever thought was capable for ourselves. Just as we rely on multiple disciplines to solve real-world problems, we need to rely on multiple parts of ourselves to solve our own problems. The bad news is that as an adolescent, I never understood that when I was younger, I didn't understand that I could be quiet and shy, but willing to speak my mind to my peers. I didn't know that I could love to draw and paint, but still make good grades. After all, doesn't society tell us that we have to pick one? Isn't it a stereotype that all art students are capable of being talented, but not intellectuals? And so I realized with my interdisciplinary studies course that it made me aware that I can be multiple things at once. I don't have to pick and choose because multiple parts of me is what makes me who I am and allows me to study and understand and grow at my maximum potential. To my younger self, I'm going to give you advice, and this advice was only made possible because my INT308 class has changed how I see myself in the world in a more positive, healthy manner. You don't actually have to worry about not fitting in. Popularity does not actually relate to meaningful friendship, surprisingly. And you don't have to feel as if you have to change yourself to accommodate others. So long as you stay genuine to yourself, there is never a problem. And forget everyone who called you weird or different. In 2008, no one liked anything about Japan. Now in 2015, anything related to Japan is en vogue. Surprise. Sushi, J-pop, anime, you name it. You were ahead of the time and you should have never been made fun of for liking something different. And it's okay to realize you may not want to pursue an interest for a career. Adolescence is for growth and learning. Don't feel pressured to make a decision right now. You'll find that you'll have a call later in life for something greater than you could have ever imagined. Oh, and by the way, you get to go to Japan. My mom cried at the airport and it was a 16-hour trip, but you made it. And you made a lot of friends over there who all cherish you and love you just for the way you are. So since I've taken my INT308 class, it has extremely boosted my self-esteem. I wish I had actually experienced this class when I was younger, when I was a little more fragile and could have needed the boost. And that's what inspired me to make this video for my past self, so that at least in some alternate universe, my past self will see that the future is not all that bad. And at university, there are tons of people who are similar to you and understand exactly what you're going through. And so all I can say is that thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, INT308, for understanding me and where I come from, dealing with me and my obsessions and my interests, and supporting me all the way. I am truly indebted to everyone in this classroom who has made my experience in class such a positive one. And so all I can hope is that this video is a token of my gratitude to my younger self and anyone out there who can relate to anything I have to say. So once again, thank you for giving me such a positive experience and changing how I see the world, and more importantly, how I see and understand myself.